What's up, everyone? This is Sacco Cakes, and I'm back with another Madden 18 video. This is a video for the Week 14 NFL Predictor picks. Last week I got 20 right, which was one away from getting the 15,000 coins, which hurts. Hopefully this week we can do better. I actually recorded this video and I hit the mute button somehow, like about halfway through. So half of it's muted. So I figured, you know what, I gotta do it over again because I'm not really good at editing. So most of the picks have actually, almost all the picks have been made. So we're just gonna go into this. This should speed it up a bit, I guess, for the video. But first off, the what I'm gonna be using is the covers.com top 10% expert picks, the consensus. That's what I'm going to be using for the against the spread picks. I'm going to be taking the information and then basing my prediction off of that information. Sometimes I go against it. Sometimes I take it, but it kind of depends. It's just a gut reaction to some of the games. For the player projections, I have a site here that takes 5 daily fantasy projection sites and kind of puts them all into one. It gives you one projected outcome for each player, and I just use that as a basis for comparing the player props, and then I make my own choice after that. Let's get right to it. Colts at the Bills. I didn't put anything for this one because there's no lineup yet for this game. I'm going to put my Mudhead thread in the description for this video, so I'm going to be updating this as the week goes on, and we know who's the quarterback. Finding out who the quarterback is can change this line a lot. If it's the backup quarterback for the Bills, this line is going to come down. So that's something to look for. I'm going to keep that one open for now. I still did the player prop for the game. It is Charles Clay has at least 3 receptions. I'll give you guys the information here too. He's projected for 3.2. His last games have been 3, 4, 3, 2 receptions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of the 5 games he has had 3 or more receptions. So he is getting the receptions, but he's not getting any more than that. That's a problem. He is listed as questionable as well. He is getting the amount of targets he's getting. That's how many catches he's getting, basically. It's not like he's getting 10 targets or anything like that. He's getting like 3, 4, 4, 3. He's not getting that many targets. So I picked true for this one. I don't know. I think I was going against the grain on this one. But he has been getting that number. He's just not going over it. That's the only problem. So 3, he might be good for the 3. Anything more than that, we're asking for a little too much from him. Bears at the Bengals. Okay, the line on covers is -6 for Cincinnati. It is -7 on covers. 61% are on Cincinnati. And to get an extra point for -7, it would be less than 61%. So let's just say about 54% would probably be on -7. So people are leading Cincinnati. The Bears, the Bears just can't do anything right now. So I'm taking Cincinnati on this one. LaFell has at least 4 receptions. He is projected for, let's see, he's projected way down here. He's projected for 3.3. His last few games, he's had 4, 3, 3, 6, 2, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His last 7 games, he's gone over 4 times. 4 of the last 7 times he's gone. He's had 4 or more receptions. He is getting the targets. That's what I like about this, though. 7, 6, 5, 10. So he is getting the targets. So I'm going to go true on this one, based on the targets. Packers at the Browns. The line is -3 on covers. It is -4 on Madden. So let's see here. -3. 75% were on Green Bay, -3. So Green Bay -4. It's not going to be as high as 75%. We'll say it's like 65, 68% would be on Green Bay at the 4 points. some people liken the Browns as their one win of the year could be right here for the Browns. That's what people are thinking. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. Uh, I took the Packers. This is definitely a toss-up game right here. I could see the Browns win this game. Like it wouldn't be out of the question. But I did take the Packers on that one. Davante Adams has at least one touchdown. He's projected for zero point 0.5, which is basically a coin flip, whether he gets it or not. His last few games have been 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So he's been getting a touchdown every second game by the looks of it. He is getting some targets though, which does help. 6, 9, 10, 8, 10. So he's getting the targets. I think I went against the grain on this one by picking false. The numbers are kind of saying, you know what, he probably does get a touchdown, but I'm just going with a gut feeling of false on that one. Raiders at the Chiefs. -4 is the line on covers. -4 is the line on Madden, so the line's the same for once. Let's see, Chiefs win by at least 4. 53% are on Kansas City. Kansas City screws me every single game. Like I've taken them every week for 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and they've screwed me every single week. But last week their offense finally got on track. The defense didn't though. So hopefully at home here versus the Raiders, I think they're gonna get it back on track. True. Just asking for punishment on that one though. I don't really know about that. Travis Kelce. He is the highest projected tight end for the week at 70 receiving yards. So he's projected at way under. But his last few weeks have been 94, 39, 109, 73, 133. So he's kind of like every other game. He goes off really big. The thing I like about him though is he keeps on getting lots of targets. 8. He had 4 in week 12, but 14, 9, 10. So he is getting the targets, which I like. That's why I took the true on that one. I like the guys that are getting the targets for these projections. Cowboys at the Giants. The line is -4 on covers. It is 5 on Madden. 75% are on Dallas to win by 4. So it's going to be a little less than that for them to win by 5. Let's say about 68%, somewhere in there probably, for the Cowboys to win. I got to take the Cowboys to win. They need to win this game. I think if they win every game for the rest of the season, they have a chance to make the playoffs, I believe. So they need this win. Giants have Eli back. There's the Eli prop right here. It has at least 2 passing touchdowns. I don't know if we'll go that crazy. He's projected for 1.4, so he's projected for under. Last games he's played, he's had 0, 0, 2, 2 for touchdowns. So, and before that he had 1 and 1. So in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his last 6 games, he's had 2 or more, 2 times in the last 6 games that he's played. So that's why I picked false in that one. Lions at the Buccaneers. This line's not up right now. I think it's based on Jameis Winston, I believe. I'm not really sure why the line's not up right now. But this is something I'm going to update later on Mudhead. I'll put the link in the description so you can check it out, see who I put in here for this. We're going to leave this blank for now. Mike Evans. We'll check to see his projection here. He is projected for 72.6 receiving yards. So he's projected to go over the 70 receiving yards. His last few games have been 33, 78, 92, 13, 60. So in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, his last 7 games, he's gone over 70 yards 4 times. So I'm taking true for this one. I feel he's going to go over this one. Vikings at the Panthers. This was a gut feeling. The information points to Vikings on this one, but I'm taking the Panthers. I think Cam Newton's has a huge game right here. The line's -2.5 on covers. It is -3 on Madden. 64% are on Minnesota. I'm going against the grain here. Taking Panthers, so that's a false. And I'm picking Cam Newton to have a huge game here. Has at least 2 passing and rushing touchdowns. So he's projected for 0.9. Hold on, has at least 2 passing. He's projected for 0.9. No, hold on. He's projected for 1.2 passing, and he's projected for 0.3 rushing. So he's projected for 1.5. So he's projected to hit the 2 touchdowns. Let's check his last few games here. He had 2 touchdowns last game. Before that, he had 0. Then he had 4 touchdowns. Then 0. No, and then 1. Then 1, 0, 2. So in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His last 7 games, he's had 2 or more touchdowns 3 times. I'm going against the grain here. I'm taking true. I'm picking the Panthers to win. That could blow up in my face because everything's pointing to the Vikings. But I just have a feeling here right now. This is a game that Cam Newton can really pick it up. It's hard to predict when he's going to be good though or not. That's the only problem. But 49ers at the Texans. The line's 2.5 on covers. It is 2 on Madden. So 65% are on Houston. And I agree with them. Jimmy Garoppolo's back with San Francisco, so he is better than what they had before. I don't know why I said back, but he's in the lineup. And they got a win last week. Couldn't believe it. But the team's probably telling me, you know what, we don't need any more wins. We don't need our draft pick to get any worse. So stop winning. That's probably the what's going to be happening with San Fran. So Houston, DeAndre Hopkins is projected as the second highest fantasy wide receiver. He's projected for 88 yards, which is over the 80 yards here. What I love about him is his targets: 14, 10, 9, 14, 16, 11. So he's getting the ball so many times. 80 receiving yards. He had 80 last game, then 125, 76, 111, 86, 224. So in his last 6 games, he's only been under 80 once. So this is definitely yes for me. True on this one. Jets at the Broncos. It is -1 on covers. It is a pick'em on Madden. 66% are on the Jets. I agree with them. Denver has lost so many games in a row. They're just a mess right now. Trevor Siemian. Let's check to see his projection here is 221. So he's projected to go over. Last games he started here have been 200 yards, 149, 198, 207, 376. So in his last 5 games he's played, he's gone over 200 yards 3 times, and the other time was 198. So basically 4 of the 5 games he's gone over 200 basically. So that's why I took true. Plus they're going to be down, so he's going to be throwing the ball, I think. Titans at the Cardinals. Let's see here. Titans at the Cardinals. -3 Tennessee on covers. It is -3 on Madden. We're going to take 60-70. Yeah, we're going to be taking Titans on this one. I think it's going to be an ugly game. They're going to win it, though. Chandler Jones has at least 1 sack. Chandler Jones, his last 3 games. His last game, he's had 1 sack. Game before that, he had 2. Game before that, he had 0. So has at least 1 sack. I'm going to go true on this one. I hate these defensive props, but what are you going to do? You got to pick what they put in front of you, right? Okay, so Chargers against the Redskins. -6 Chargers is the line on covers. -7 is the line on Madden. 53% are on the Chargers for this one. I agree with them. I picked them last week too against the Browns. They did not cover that high spread. The spread is not as high, but 7 points, I think this is makeable. I think it's doable. Hunter Henry has at least 4 receptions. He is projected for 3.3, so he's projected for under. And his last few games, he's had 7, 5, 2, 1, 2 receptions. His targets have been 9, 5, 5, 2. So he's getting the targets. These 4 receptions. I think I'm going to go with the true on this one. Eagles at the Rams. Eagles are, let's see. The Rams are favored by 2.5 on covers and -3 on Madden. 60% on the Eagles. I agree with them on this one. That's why we're taking false. We're going with the Eagles. I don't trust Jared Goff. He's playing really well though, but I don't trust him. But Sammy Watkins. This was a game where stuff is pointing towards taking true for this one. But I just kind of went against the grain. Sammy Watkins. He's projected for 0.4. So he's projected for under. His last few games have been 1-1, 0, 1-1. So of his last 5 games, he's had a touchdown in 4 of the games. So everything's screaming to take the true here. But for some reason, I'm just taking false. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling I have here. The reason for this is that he has not been getting that many receptions. Like in one of the games, he had 1 reception, 2 targets, and he had 1 touchdown in that reception. Another game, he had 2 receptions, 1 of them for a touchdown, and 3 total targets. So he had 1 game where he had 9 targets, but besides that, he's been getting like 4, 4, 3, 2. So, I'm going to take false in this one. Plus, he's always an injury risk, so there's a chance he'd get injured during the game as well. So, Seahawks at the Jaguars. Let's see here. -2.5 is the line on covers. -3 is the line on Madden. Same thing. 60% are on Seattle. I went against the grain here because it's at home for Jaguars. I think they have a good game here. I don't feel that good about it. I know lots of people are on Seattle for this one. I'm going to go against it. We're going to go against it and go true. I don't like Bortles though at all, so I don't feel really good about this one. Marquise Lee had a huge week last week. He is projected for 53 receiving yards. He's projected for under. Let's check his game log here. 86, 13, 45, 55. So in his last 4 games, he's gone over 65 receiving yards once. That's why I picked false. He is getting lots of targets, though. That is the thing that scares me. 10. Game before that, 2. Just forget about the game with 2. Maybe got injured or something. I'm not really sure. 10, 2, 9, 11, 12. So he's getting lots of targets. That's what's scaring me, but I did take false on that one. Ravens at the Steelers. The line is -5 Pittsburgh on covers. It is -7 on Madden. So 2 more points. So 54% are on +5 on covers. So to get +7, 2 extra points for Baltimore, it would be over 70% probably, I'm thinking. So everyone's like Baltimore this one. I'm taking Baltimore as well. I think Steelers are going to win like really ugly like last week where they won by 3, that kind of thing. I can see that. So I'll take the points on this one. Get 2 extra points on it. It sounds good. Cameron Hayward has at least 1 sack. His last few games have been, let's see here, 0, 2, 2. So I'm going to take true on this one for Hayward to get a sack. I didn't put it in because I don't have any more true tokens. That's why it's blank right there. Joe Flacco. I knew they'd put Joe Flacco in here. This is a tough one, as always, because his lines are always so low. He's projected for 215. He's projected to go over. But let's see here. We got last week 269, then 141, 183, 261, 101, 186, 180. So he's been going under this the majority of the time. We're going to go false on this one. Joe Flacco, false. Patriots at the Dolphins. This line is so high. That's the only reason why I'm going against it. -11 on covers, -12 on Madden. 65% are on New England though, so they don't mind the 11 points on covers, but 12 points, wow. That's why I took a false, just because there's so many points, even though Patriots have been winning and covering these spreads, these big spreads. But Kenny Stills has at least 5 receptions. Kenny Stills is, let's see here. Kenny Stills is projected for 3.8, so he's projected for under. And his last few games have been 5, 3, 7, 5, 3, 5, 6. So in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. In his last 7 games, he's gone over 5 times. That's why I took the true on this one. He's getting the targets too. 13 last game. Wow. 6, 8, 8. So he's getting lots of targets. So I'm going to be taking the true for this one. And Cameron Wake has at least 1 sack. The last 3 games, he's had 1, 1, 0. So I was kind of looking towards, maybe to take him true for this one. But I'm going to take false and say he's not going to get the sack on this one. We'll see how that turns out. Most of these weeks when I do these picks, I've been feeling pretty good about them. Or good about a big chunk of them. But this week, I don't feel that great about these picks, to be honest with you guys. So you know what? If you want to fade all these picks, maybe that could work out good in your favor. But sometimes some of the weeks where you think that your picks are really, really, really bad, those are the best weeks. So you never know. You never know, right? You never know. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these picks. If you like them, don't like them, let me know what you guys think. The video is a little shorter today, which is good because I already had the picks made. Maybe if you guys like that, let me know in the comments down below if you guys like me to make the picks beforehand so it doesn't take as long to do that. But save some time on the video this time, which is good. Don't want you guys watching this for too long. But as I said at the start, there's going to be a thread on covers. No, not on covers. A thread on Mudhead. I'll put it in the description. I'm going to update that when I get the other picks done. There's a couple of picks I still got to finish for this when the information becomes available. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. If you guys have any comments or questions, let me know in the comments down below. I answer every single one. If you guys like this video, put a like. I appreciate every single like. Thank you very much. If you guys want to know when my next video is coming, hit that sub button and you'll find out. Hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys soon. And good luck on these picks. Good luck.